let's get started. So in this video, we will learn how to manage our dashboard. Let's open admin.microsoft.com and log in using global admin account. Sign in, approve it on the authenticator, and yes. So we are logged into our account, and the very first screen we have is our dashboard. And if you see, it's simplified view. So under simplified view, we can see from the left side, we have all the options available for administration. And on the right side, we have very simple view of tasks that we can perform it from here. So we have add a user, reset password, add a group, then greetings, few recommendation, and few tasks that we can manage it from here. So one is user, then subscription, upcoming changes, and learn. Under users, we can manage our users. So add a user, reset password. Under subscription, we can check and manage our subscription. Add more products, assign license, view payment method, view invoices. The license that we have, it's listed here. Then under upcoming changes, announcement from Microsoft, what changes they are going to make. So we'll see here. Then learn, few resources that we can try to learn. If we go back to the top, here we have 3 dot. We can switch it to dark mode. So now it's in dark mode. Let's go back in light mode. And on the right side, we see help and support, or you can provide feedback. And at the top, we have few more options that we can explore. One is related to account, then help, then this gear icon for settings, bell icon for notification. And if you want to install admin app on your phone, so you will get QR code here. You can scan it and you can download admin app from Play Store or App Store. Then let's close this. Then we have Azure CLI. So by any chance, if we want to perform any task using Bash or PowerShell, so you can directly perform it here on the cloud. So we do not need to use PowerShell on the local desktop. We can perform it from here. Let's close it. This was about simplified view. Then under simplified view, we have health. We can visit health section from here. We still have this add a user, reset password, add a group. Under service health and users, we have all application and its health. If there is any issue, we can find it here. Then we can go to view all in service health. So it will redirect us to our service health page under health. Let's go back to home. Then Microsoft 365 app updates. So if there is any update, I will see here. As if now there is no data available, so nothing from Microsoft. Then recommended action. So under recommended actions, we see the recommendation from Microsoft. Whatever recommendation is for your organization, we can see it here. Let's go to the top, then go to dashboard view. So under dashboard, we have few more details, like it's in grid view. We have user management, billing, Microsoft 365 apps, training guide and assistance. And we can add more. If you want, you can use go to guided setup, or you can click here, customize dashboard, and under dashboard view, you see dark mode and what's new. Under what's new, we'll see what are the new features from Microsoft for our admin center. So you can visit later. Let's go back. Under dashboard view, we can click on this 3 dot, customize dashboard. We can add all these options that we have here. Service health, setup, message center, Microsoft Entra, Microsoft 365 active user report, domains, app updates, update compliance reporting, role-based access for admins. So as of now, I'm adding Entra, Microsoft Entra, then domain, and role-based access for admin. And let's close this. Let's refresh this. So we have user management, billing, apps. Let me close this one, remove, Entra, role-based access for admin, and domain. So these three options that we have added: domain, Entra, role-based access for admins. Now let's close this. Don't remind me again. So this should be our dashboard. Let me see if anything else is useful for this dashboard. As if now, I think no for now. So let's sign out and sign back in. Okay, we are under dashboard view. Recommended. We can close this, and all the options that we want we can set under dashboard view. This is useful when we have a certain admin role to a specific person. Like in big organization, we do not have global admin rights. We do not have all the admin rights to a single person. We can customize our dashboard as per our daily task. So suppose one is billing admin, so they can use billing admin. They have a few controls about users, so they can use user management. One is working on domain related and other tasks. One can be working for Entra. So they can use this customized dashboard while working. How we can use custom domain in our Office 365 tenant. View all domains. Let's add domain here. So just click on add domain. Let me add the domain. Use this domain. And if you're using GoDaddy account, you can directly sign in from here. Just clicking verify, connect. And it's verifying. Continue. Add DNS records. Connect. And then, so this domain was added. We added our domain successfully in our tenant using GoDaddy, which was simplest way. And let's see what happens when we use a domain which is already registered with Microsoft tenants. Let's add a domain. Use this domain. Let's click on verify, connect, connect. It confirmed that the domain was verified. However, it's already added to a different tenant, and we need to remove it from other tenant, and we need to add it here in this tenant. Let's use this domain, which is techsutra.org, and use this domain. So this domain is from GoDaddy, but the name server was changed and I'm using it in different hosting provider. It's giving me the option to add txt record, or if I cannot add txt, then we can add mx record or add text file to the domain's website. So there are three different ways of verifying the domain, and I'm just using txt record by clicking continue. So here are the details that we need to add in our hosting provider. This is the txt record that we need to add. Let me add it. I am logged into Hostinger account, and under domain portfolio, under external domains, we can select our domain, then edit DNS. We need to add txt record here. Scroll this down. Let's copy this and add it here. 3600 and add record and verify. Continue. We have to add mx record manually, so Let's click on MX record, copy it, and add MX record, mail server 3600, and make priority 0. Add record. Now let's come back and add CNAME record. They say that DNS resource record is not valid or conflict with another resource. So let's check. Auto discover, scroll this down, and it says it's already used with Hostinger mail service. So let's edit it, add our value, and 3600, update. Let's add txt record, which is also SPF record, so that our email is not being sent to spam. Now let's add txt record. As we have added all the records, let's click on continue. Let it verify. It says that we did not detect that you added new records to textsutra.org. However, we have already added it. It might take some time. So let's scroll this down and see. The one record is added, expected or discovered, which is correct, and other two, it's not replicated yet. So give it some time, and once it is done, we'll click on continue. Let's try again. No. So I have given approx 10 to 15 minutes, and still it's not replicated. So we'll have to wait more time, and it may take up to 48 hours. Usually it don't take, however, it may take up to 48 hours. So in this video, we'll continue our previous video where we were trying to add domain to our tenant. So the domain was purchased from GoDaddy. It was added to Hostinger for web services, and name server was already updated in GoDaddy, and it was replicated all over the server. We tried adding domain to our tenant, and for that we verified using txt record. We have already added mx record and txt record, which was also SPF record. So the replication was pending, and when we tried again, it gave us this error, which is expected is this and actual is this. So we have already removed this one and this one. So as we are trying to add domain to our tenant, so we will have to remove this SPF record, which is from Hostinger, and this MX record, which is also from Hostinger, as we will be using email services from Microsoft. After removing this, give it some time, and let's click on continue. See if it is replicated. It says, yeah, it's done. So textsutra.org is all set up, and we can use it. So done. So now you see it's healthy. This one is incomplete as we tried adding this domain, which is already registered in a different tenant. So that's why it's giving error, and for that we added this one. So we have the option whether if we want to make this domain default, set as default, or this domain default. This one is already a default, so that's why it's not giving us the option to make it default. However, we can make any other domain default. Set as default. This is not added, and this one, so we can make it default. So that was it for domain related task. We can also check domain related records using MX Toolbox and by using command prompt with the command ms lookup set q equal to mx, enter, and name of the domain. So we have updated information. It's already updated, and that's also verified in our domain section. Basic initial setup after creating Microsoft tenant. we are logged in using same account without admin privilege. So this one is with admin control and this one is without admin control. For user, this would be the options available that they can access, and according to the subscription plan they have, they can use these different services. More subscription means more application here, and we can navigate through with that. By any chance, if user themselves want to install Office application, they can simply come here and click on install. We can close this. On the right side, you will see install and more. So once you click on this, install of Microsoft 365 apps. Once you click on this will redirect us to this place where we can install application. We can also manage our MFA related settings from here, manage security and privacy, and we can click on my account portal. From here, we can update security info. Under security info, we can update our MFA related details, like we want one phone number or authenticator app or any other way of authentication that we want to use. So we can perform it from here. And we can go back. We can also change the password from here or the previous page by clicking here. If you want to update the password, we can update it from here. Let's cancel this. Let's go back and back to the home page. And from here, we can access other applications like OneDrive. By clicking on this, you will see your files here, or you can save it here. We can access other applications like Copilot, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneDrive, OneNote, and many more. So these are the applications that you would have access according to the subscription you are assigned. We can also click here and go to Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other applications. If you have any admin control, then you can click here or on this gear icon. Then we have in lower left corner this gear icon and this profile icon. So from here also you can visit Microsoft 365 profile or view account. You can click on this gear icon for settings for this profile, like change your password, dark mode, light mode, contact preferences, and this will redirect to the same place under my account. And here we have more options that we can perform. These controls depends on organizational policy. By any chance, if there is any organizational policy or global policy for the organization, so in that case there would be a few restriction. However, these controls are for user. Let's go back to admin portal. Here on admin portal, we can scroll this down. We do not have Teams and Intune. And a new tab, let's type intune.microsoft.com. So as I'm global admin, I have access to Intune admin portal. This gives us only 30-day trial, and we would be performing this task sometime later when we would need Teams. For now, let's close this and let's go to settings, org settings. So we have already covered domain related task, and this is org settings, which we will be covering later. However, in this video, just to know, this is the place where we can make our changes and this will replicate to the whole organization. So any changes which we want to make for whole organization, so we can perform it here. And let's go to identity portal. Under identity portal, we'll be covering security defaults, which is quite useful. Under properties, if we scroll this down the bottom, you see your organization is protected by security default. So by any chance, if you want to make changes, we can control it from here, whether disabled or enabled. So in most of the cases, try to enable this. So this will help user to set up Microsoft Authenticator when they first time log in. Let's close this. It's already enabled for this tenant. Back to admin portal. We have already covered user access, admin access, security default, all wide settings. There are a few services which is not part of this trial. We will be adding those services as we proceed further with the topic. I will also try to add paid subscription once we have a sufficient subscriber for the channel. So please do not forget to subscribe the channel. That's it for this video. Keep learning, keep sharing.